Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, All Series Videos. Happy weekend everyone. Please subscribe to this channel. Guess what? In this video, I'll be updating you on Love Unbound. It is hot, I must tell you, in case if you have not started watching it. You need to start because it is hot, okay? Guess what? Heer is humiliated and thrown out of the house. You need to watch till the end to find out what happened. Please subscribe to this channel. Let's go. Teji Hans Heer, her wedding album, saying she should be the first to see it. Emotionally, Heer opens it and looks at the photos. She sits alone in her room, reminiscing about her wedding rituals and reception. Jeet enters and calls out to Heer. She asks him if he remembers that night and regrets not being able to do anything for Kuldeep. Jeet tries to comfort her, but she asks for space. He realizes he failed to notice the pain behind Heer's smile. Heer closes the door, asking Jeet to leave her alone. Meanwhile, Navjot informs Bent that Jasmine has been feeling nauseous lately, and Gurmeet took her to the hospital. Jasmine returns, saying they will know more after the reports. She suggests they consider Heer's future, discussing her remarriage. Heer sits crying, overwhelmed by thoughts of Kuldeep. Teji joins her, surprised by her emotional reaction. She hasn't expected Heer to break down so profoundly, assuming she had moved on. Heer confesses she pretended to be happy to avoid saddening others and admits everything she does is for Kuldeep. She struggles to understand the tensions between Rajwinder and Sataj and find clues about Kuldeep's murderer. Teji reveals a hidden truth. The bullet was meant for Heer, and Kuldeep shielded her, sacrificing himself. Heer is devastated, feeling guilty that Kuldeep died because of her. Teji tries to console her, but Heer blames herself. She rushes out crying, with Teji following her. Rajwinder asks Teji where Heer is going, but Teji rushes after her to find her. Jasmine calls Jeet, but couldn't reach Heer. She shares good news and asks him to bring Heer along. Jeet feels elated and believes it will bring a smile to Heer's face. He finds Heer sitting alone, feeling down, and shares the news that she is going to be on Earth again. Heer, feeling hopeful with the good news, decides to put aside the topic of Kuldeep's death for now. Teji also comes there and informs Heer about her parents inviting them all for Jasmine's ritual. Teji ponders whether to tell Jeet that she has already informed Heer about Kuldeep's death, but decides against it. Jeet senses that Heer's smile seems forced, even though she is happy. Rajwinder gives Heer a suit and asks her to wear it to the function. Heer hugs her, feeling touched, while ironing her suit. Heer thinks of Teji's words about Kuldeep sacrificing himself to save her life. Absent-mindedly, she nearly burns herself with the hot iron, but Jeet saves her in time. He urges her to share what's troubling her. Before Heer can confide in Jeet, Rajwinder interrupts and reminds her about getting gifts for Jasmine, instructing Heer to get them herself. Jeet offers to accompany her. Atwals arrives at Jasmine's functions and congratulates them. They inquire about Heer and Rajwinder assures they will join soon. Janelle tries to get Gudasta drunk to extract information about Jeet. Rajwinder instigates Jasmine's mother against superstitions and advises her to ward off evil spirits during delicate times. Rajwinder instructs Heer to place a coconut in Jasmine's lap before presenting the gift. Simran pulls Heer aside under the pretext of taking photos with Jasmine and Gurmeet. Jasmine pulls Heer and Jeet along for the photos. Janelle questions Gudasta about the box connection to Heer, but he remains silent. Simran takes Navjot aside, catching Heer's attention. Jeet questions her about her worry, but she insists she's fine. Meanwhile, Janelle encourages Guldasta to drink more. Guldasta eventually reveals details about the special box, shocking Navjot when Simran demands Heer's departure. Rajwinder tells Heer to feed Jasmine prasad she brought from Gurdwara and then give the coconut followed by the gift. Heer sees Navjot and Simran having arguments, but Rajwinder urges her to go to Jasmine. Heer takes the prasad to Jasmine and feeds her. She is about to give her coconuts, but recalls taunts about her being inauspicious. Heer requests Rajwinder to complete the ritual, as she cares about other people's feelings. Heer tells it's clear on Simran's face that she doesn't want her to do this ritual. She says even if she doesn't do the ritual, her love for Jasmine and her unborn child will not decrease. Jasmine takes a stand for Heer and tells she will not hear a word against Heer. Bent also encourages Heer to proceed with the ritual and questions the society how they can stop the daughter of the house to participate. Suddenly, Jasmine starts getting pain in her abdomen. Bent calls out for Gurmeet, and other ladies tell it's happening because of Heer's presence. Flashback shows how Rajwinder makes drug for abdomen pain in the prasad so that Heer's name is malign. Heer tells Jasmine that she will leave. The latter cries and says she can't leave her. Ranja takes stand for Heer, but she stops him. Heer herself decides to leave, respecting their wishes, and Rajwinder holds her hands to leave along, saying they will not stay where Heer is being disrespected. Jasmine stops Ranja and says she has to talk to him. The latter wants to leave to support Heer. Ranja says he cannot see Heer in pain. Jasmine insists him to stay if he wants to heal Heer's pain, as she wants to talk to him alone. Atwa has returned home and Sataj questions why they all look upset. Teji takes him aside to tell him about what happened there. Rajwinder says to Heer, did she see how her own people mistreated her? She insists Heer is to answer Simran back, but Heer says that they only said what is right. Rajwinder says that she is a modern girl and has studied law. Then how can she accept such thoughts? However, Heer doesn't fall for her trick and leaves to take a rest. Rajwinder gets annoyed about her plan failing to get Heer fight against her own family members so that she can become lonely. Heer comes to her room and has breakdown. Bent and Navjot discuss about the humiliation Heer faced. Jasmine apologizes to them on her mother's behalf. Ranja goes to his room but misses to see Janelle there, while Heer sits watching her wedding album and tries to get hints from the pictures. Jasmine calls Ranja to come immediately as she has to show him something. The episode ends with Janelle trying to wake Guldasta, who has fallen unconscious. Guldasta ends up telling Janelle that Ranja loves Heer a lot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.